We're going to look into a new chapter, coordinate geometry. So we have already seen how to locate a point on a number line, isn't it? So we have a line, we have the different points, and we'll be able to locate a particular point on the given number line. Okay, so that we know when they describe the position of a point in the line, right? So we know only one data, the number, the point, and we can locate it on the number line because it's only unidirectional. But in most cases, we need more than one reference points, right? Um, how we locate those kind of points where we need more than one references. So we need on references of more than one line. Let's say we have a street or a road running in the east and west direction. So let this be east and this be west. Okay. So this is the main road running on both the direction. And and we have streets numbering from west to east. Okay, so let's have the street numbers. So this should be street 1. This should be street 2. This would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and so on. Okay, so these are individual streets. Suppose we want to find a friend's house here. Is it enough to know only one reference point? Right? Suppose we have only one information whether he or she lives on street 3 or street 4. Will be able to find his her house. No, that's not possible. Even if we know the street, we need to know the house number. So we need two pieces of information. That is the street as well as the house number. If we want to reach the house which is situated in the second street and the number 5, first of all we have to identify the street, second street, and then the house number 5 on it. So that will shows the location of the house. Okay, suppose we want second street, house number 5. Second street, house number 5. Okay, so we'll identify the second street, and this is the okay. So second street, house number 5. I have marked it, and I have marked it as position H. Right. So we need both the information, house number as well as the street number as well as the house number. Again, we can mark another one point P, 7th street and house number 4. So this is 7th street, right? House number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 7 and 4 will be this location. So we need two information. Both the cases we need the two information, the street number as well as the house number. Okay. So same thing. Okay. Suppose we take another scenario. One more scenario. Suppose we have a sheet of paper and we have we want to know the position of a dot on the paper. Okay, so how will we reference it? Okay, we can say the dot is in the upper half of the paper. Okay, but that will not give the clear position of the dot. Let's say if it is very near the left upper hand corner of the sheet. Okay, still is it's not give the position of the dot precisely. But if we say this dot is this dot in the paper is 5 centimeter to the uh, right of the left, to the if we say 5 centimeter away from the left edge of the paper, will that give the position of the dot? It helps, okay, it gives some idea, but does not fix the position of the dot. Okay, so we need one more information. So we have to see how much is from here. Let's say this is 9 centimeter from the bottom of the bottom line. So now this will give the exact position of the dot. For this purpose, we fix the position of the dot by specifying the distance from the fixed lines, the left edge of the paper and the bottom line of the paper. In other words, okay, we need two independent information for finding the position on the of the dot, right? So we have seen two scenarios where we need two independent information to locate a particular position. Okay, we'll see one more example. Let's see the seating plan in a classroom. Okay, so let's say we have the desk arranged in an order. So let's represent each desk by a one square here. Okay, so each desk represents a square. So in each square we can write the student occupying the desk. Okay, now we can find the position of the student in the classroom by describing the precisely two independent information. So suppose if you want to know the particular position of a particular student, okay, we can, based on two information, right, we're going to segregate based on rows and based on the columns. So based on rows and column, we can identify or locate the particular student in the sitting in the particular position. Okay, so column in which he or she sits and the row in which he or she sits. If you are sitting on the desk lying on the fifth column, represented by fifth column and third row. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth column and third row. Okay, let's mark that. Okay, so your position can be, suppose this is the position, we can write this position as 5 comma 3. Here in this case we are marking it as column comma row, fifth column and third row. So this will uniquely represent this position. Suppose we give 3 comma 5. 3 is third column is this one and fifth is this one. So this is this is 3 comma 5. So this position is different and each position is different and unique, and each represents a particular position of the student in the class. We can ignore the teacher for now. We can keep that teacher as a observer and we can ignore her position and we can just focus on the student seating plan. Okay, and again we can show individual student position by giving the location and location by column comma row. Suppose we take a position of Sonia. Suppose student Sonia is sitting here. So her position can be given by the information 4, column 4 comma 1. That is fourth column and first row. So in this case, we can observe the position of any object can be represented helped by the two perpendicular lines. In case of dot, it requires the dot position from the bottom as well as from the left edge of the paper. In case of the seating plan, we require the column as the column at the top of the row. It looks as although it's a very simple idea. This is a very simple idea, but have very good reaching consequences. It has many useful applications and as given to a important branch called coordinate geometry. We'll be looking at to it in detail.